So in this short video, I'm going to show you how to find the mode and median from a list of data. I'm also going to show you how to find the mean and the range of a small set of data. So if you look at my first example, I'm all ready to show you how to do them. I've got perhaps some children, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 children. 2 of them are aged 5, 3 of them are aged 6, 1 aged 7, and 1 aged 11. Could all be perhaps in the same family if there were some twins and triplets. So the mode is the number in the data set that comes up the most. And you should see that 6 comes up the most. It comes up 3 times, 5 comes up twice, and everything else came up once. So the mode is 6. Now the mean is the hardest one. The mean, we have to add up all of the scores in the data set. Now you could do this with a calculator in an exam. I'll quickly do it. It's 10, 16, 22, 28, and 35, and 46. So it is them all added up, and then we must divide them by the number of scores in the data set. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 scores altogether. Now if I'm to do this to one decimal place, I'll take a calculator and do that. So I'll do that in front of you now. Okay, so I've got my calculator. So I've done the bits I could do in my head, but I don't know what 46 divided by 7 is. 46 divided by 7 equals, and we've got 6.57, and I'm going to write that 6.57. And if I want it to one decimal place, then I take the 7, which rounds the 5 up, 6.6. Another video will go into more detail about that. So we've got the mean at 6.6. Now the median will be the middle score, or the middle pair averaged. We'll come to that in the second example, when the scores are in order. Now you'll notice that they are in order of smallest to largest. So to find the middle, a simple technique is to cross one off at each end, one at a time, and you will find the middle. This is the simplest way to find our middle score. So our middle score is 6. And finally, the range is the highest score, subtract the lowest score. So 11 take 5 equals 6. So our mode was 6, our mean was 6.6, our median was also 6, and our range was 6. So just so you understand this fully, I'm going to do exactly the same with my new data set. Now with my new data set, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. 8 numbers altogether. So to start with the mode, I look through to see which comes up the most to make sure they're in order. The one that comes up the most is 4. So my mode is 4. I now need the total of all the scores, so that's 6, 10, 14, 18, 23, 30. My total comes to 37. I must divide it by the number of scores that I've got, which is 8. 37 divided by 8, so we go to the calculator. So on my trusty iPhone, 37 divided by 8 equals 4.625, and I will round that to one decimal place, 4.6. Right, the median, now this time, if I cross off each end, what I will find is I get a middle pair. Now if the middle pair, as they are in this example, are the same, then the median is 4. If the middle pair had been different, let's suppose the middle pair was 5 and 6, you add them together and divide by 2, or find exactly the halfway mark between them. You might obviously know that halfway between 5 and 6 is 5.5. In the example I gave you, 4 and 4, the median must be 4. If you add 4 and 4 together and divide by 2, you're back to 4. The median is 4. And finally the range, well, the highest number is 7, the lowest number is 3, 7 take 3 is 4. So to recap then, the number that came up the most was 4, that's the mode. The mean, we added up all the scores, it came to 37. There were 8 scores, 37 divided by 8, 4.625, rounded down to one decimal place. The median is 4, finding the middle pair, both numbers the same, and the range is the highest score, take the lowest. So that's the mode, mean, median and range of a small data set.